Hi everyone! Hi! Long time no see! Today I'll tell you one of the Korean stories, The Half Man. The Half Man is a Korean hero. Before we listen to the story, I'll introduce the Korean traditional dress-up. This is called durumagi. It's a Korean coat. You wear it over hanbok. The story. It's not a scary story, don't be frightened. It gives us courage. Half boy with double strength. Let's see how he overcomes the crisis. Turn on the subtitle. Underneath. The Half Boy. Long time ago, there lived a man and a woman. They were rich. They didn't have children. They always wished for a baby. One day, a priest came to the house. The woman said, "May I ask you something?"
Yes, you may.
"I don't have a child. How can I get a baby?"
Well, it depends on the will of heaven. Pray for it.
So she prayed with all her heart and soul from that day on. When she came back home one day, she saw a weird tree with 3 fruits. She stopped for a moment and picked them up. They looked very delicious. "Well, let me try it." It was delicious. When she was eating the last one, she thought, "No, I'll eat only a half of it. I'll leave the other half and eat it whenever I want." Next morning, she looked for it but she couldn't find it. "I should have eaten it all." After a while, she bore a baby. It was a son. In the next year, she got a son again, and she bore another son in the year after that. But the last son had only half of the body. He had only 1 eye, 1 ear, 1 arm, and 1 leg. She thought this was because she ate only a half of the fruit. She called him Half Boy. The half boy grew up well like his brothers, was nice to his brothers too. But his brothers were not. They hated him. They didn't play with him and didn't go to school with him. They hated other children making fun of him, calling, "Half boy! Half boy!" One day, his brothers thought of something horrible.
I wish Half Boy was gone.
"I do too. I'm ashamed of him."
Shall we get rid of him?
"How?" The elder brother whispered in the younger one's ear, and they called Half Boy. Half Boy was thankful and hurried to them smiling.
Do you want to play with us?
"Yes, I do."
And he jumped with 1 leg.
Let's play to dig a hole in the ground. Let's play a game. Who will dig more deeply?
That's a good idea. Let's do it.
Half Boy had confidence because he was strong. They started to dig a well. Half Boy dug much more quickly and deeply than his brothers. The 2 brothers dug more slowly on purpose. They started to put dirt into the well that Half Boy was digging. They planned to kill him this way. They ran and came back home.
I feel so good that I got rid of him.
"I feel good too." They spoke to each other like this as they came back to their house.
"Brothers, let's go together."
They heard the voice behind him. It was Half Boy.
What the?
They stopped and stood still like a tree. They thought Half Boy was dead, but he was alive. Many years passed by, and then it was time for the elder brother to get married. But they still hated him.
Hey you, Half Boy.
Why?
You know Tiger Mountain, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Do you mind bringing some firewood from there?
Sure.
The brave Half Boy wasn't afraid of anything. They called it Tiger Mountain because there were many tigers. When he went into the mountain, he heard a strange sound. He went there. 3 goblins were talking to each other. He hid behind a tree and overheard them. "Half Boy is soft and nice, but his brothers are so bad. The elder brother will be married soon. Let's get rid of him."
First, I will become a fountain. I will make him drink water from it and kill him.
If you fail, I will become a pear tree. Then I will make him eat it and kill him.
If you fail, I will become a sharp owl. Then I will fall down on him and kill him.
They spoke like this, then they disappeared. Finally, it was time for the elder brother's wedding. Half-Boy thought he should help his brother, so he told his parents that he would like to drive the horse. However, his brother didn't like that.
Stay at home.
No, I had the permission to do it.
You can't do that.
Brother, please don't hate me. Someday I might help you.
His first brother was not pleased with him. Thus, Half-Boy drove the horse. When he walked for a while, there was a fountain on one side of the road.
Half-Boy,
Why?
stop walking. I'm thirsty. I want to drink some water.
No.
Why?
Half-Boy didn't look at him, and he went ahead.
Stupid boy. I'm going to die of thirst. Why don't you give me some water? No wonder people call you stupid.
Half-Boy walked on as if he was deaf.
Stop.
Why?
There is a pear tree, isn't it? Bring me a pear.
No.
Half-Boy went ahead. His brother complained. In spite of that, he went on. At last, they arrived at the bride's house. Half-Boy went into the room first and came out with an awl hanging from the ceiling. He saved his brother's life. At that time, he told his brother everything. Yet, his brother didn't thank him at all. However, Half-Boy didn't mind a bit. A few years had passed. The three brothers studied hard and went to the capital city for the examination.
We won't go with a fool like you. You can go home or go alone if you want.
I won't say anything, so let me go with you, please.
No! Still, Half-Boy followed them. So his brothers tied him tightly to a rock and went away. He held the rock with all his power and he ran. When he got home, he put the rock on the ground. His mother saw this and asked, "My boy, why did you bring the rock instead of taking the exam?"
If my brothers pass the test, aren't we going to have a party?
Of course, we are.
Then, aren't we going to make rice cakes?
Sure.
If you make a lot, don't you need a big rock for making it?
Right.
Mom, please don't throw away the rock until I come back.
Half-Boy ran as fast as he could. When Half-Boy followed them for a long time, he finally found his brothers who were resting under the tree.
Brothers, let's go together.
He came back again.
Oh no! This time we'll have to tie him up to a big pine tree.
Yoo-hoo!
The whole tree was lifted up from the roots. He ran like the wind and went home. Half-Boy, why did you bring the pine tree?
To make a rice cake mullet.
Half-Boy said like this and ran back again. In a blink of an eye, Half-Boy was already around the corner of the mountain.
Brothers, let's go together.
The brothers were too shocked to say anything.
Ha ha ha. Going with me?
Half-Boy followed them like a dog. The sun was setting down and they had to find a village to spend the night. But there wasn't any sign of a village at all. There wasn't even a cottage.
What shall we do?
I'm hungry.
Brothers, don't worry. I'll find the house.
He ran straight ahead. After a while, Half-Boy returned.
Brothers, there is. I found it.
What?
The two brothers followed Half-Boy. Passing a hill, they came by the house. The light was on.
Excuse me? Anybody there?
An old woman came out.
Who is it? We are travelers. Can we spend the night here? Come in. The room is cold, but there is a place for you to sleep.
The old woman guided all of them to the room.
Did you have dinner? No, We didn't eat yet. Then rest here. I'll make you dinner. Thank you.
They were all resting in the room. Soon, the old woman gave them something to eat.
There isn't a lot, but enjoy your meal.
She went out. When the two brothers held their spoons,
Wait a minute.
Why?
Don't eat. The rice is made of a man's flesh, and the soy sauce is a man's blood.
the brothers checked the soy sauce and the rice carefully. He was right. So they didn't eat it. This house wasn't a man's house, and it was a house of a tiger. It was disguised as a human being.
Let's run away.
But we might be eaten by the tigers.
Don't worry. I'm here. Trust me.
But his brothers shivered. It was midnight. They could hear the voice of tigers and the old woman.
How many did you catch?
We were unlucky. We didn't catch anyone.
I caught 2.5.
Where are they?
They're in the room.
Then let's eat. One tiger opened the door and came into the room. At that moment, Half-Boy punched it. Ouch! With this sound, the tiger fell down. The other tigers jumped in turn. But when Half-Boy punched them, they fell to the ground and screamed. The old woman tiger was left. It turned into a tiger and stared at Half-Boy.
I'll teach you a lesson,
she said and tried to scratch him. Half-Boy was able to avoid it. He punched her. The old tiger fell down on the yard and shivered.
Okay, brothers. Go to Seoul and pass the test.
Half-Boy said like this and went back home. After this event, his brothers thanked him for saving their lives. The brothers passed the test, and they helped Half-Boy in a position to protect their country. We love heroes because we feel refreshed. We feel exhilarated while watching the process of overcoming the crisis. Life cannot be good all the time, cannot be bad all the time. Be happy when it's good. Let's hold on when it's bad. The next story is coming up. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you for listening. Bye!